Welcome back to our exploration of Apple's past and speculative future. We've journeyed through the enduring legacy of the MacBook Air and delved deep into the visionary promise of the MacBook Neo. Now, it's time for the ultimate confrontation, a direct comparison that illuminates the incredible strides in technology and design and asks us to ponder where our digital loyalties truly lie. This isn't just about specs, it's about philosophy, experience, and the very essence of how we interact with technology. Let's begin with design and ergonomics, a hallmark of Apple's DNA. The MacBook Air, with its iconic wedge shape, defined an era. It was a functional masterpiece, providing a comfortable typing angle and a sense of tapering lightness. Its physical keyboard, while evolving, offered tactile feedback that many still cherish. The trackpad, a marvel in its own right, provided precise control. Now, juxtapose that with the MacBook Neo's radical approach. Imagine an ultra-minimalist chassis of uniform thickness, devoid of the wedge, almost indistinguishable from a simple slab of advanced material. The haptic feedback surface replaces the physical keyboard, offering dynamic layouts and programmable textures, adapting to every task. The entire palm rest becomes an expansive, seamless force-touch trackpad, responsive to gestures, pressure, and even subtle shifts in user intent. The Air was designed for human hands in a physical world. The Neo is designed for human intuition in a digital landscape, blurring the lines between input and output. Next, let's consider the window to our digital worlds, the display. The MacBook Air evolved from its earlier LCD panels to the stunning Retina display, bringing unparalleled pixel density and vibrant colors to laptops. It was, and still is, a visual treat, providing crisp text and rich imagery for everyday tasks and creative pursuits. But the MacBook Neo takes this to an entirely different dimension. Envision a flexible micro-LED OLED display that is truly edge-to-edge, possibly even wrapping around the chassis, providing an almost infinite canvas. This isn't just about higher resolution, it's about dynamic refresh rates, perfect blacks, incredible contrast, and potentially integrated holographic projection capabilities. Imagine working on a spreadsheet that seems to float in front of you, or collaborating on a 3D model that you can manipulate in space. The Neo's display doesn't just show you content. It integrates you into it, creating an immersive experience that redefines visual interaction. The leap in raw processing power is perhaps the most staggering. The MacBook Air, initially powered by Intel processors and later by Apple's revolutionary M-series chips, offered remarkable performance for its time, effortlessly handling productivity, web browsing, and even some light creative work. The M-series chips, in particular, brought incredible efficiency and power to the Air line, marking a significant milestone. However, the MacBook Neo, with its hypothetical M5 or M6 chip, exists on an entirely different plane of existence. This conceptual chip would integrate CPU, GPU, and an exponentially more powerful neural engine, allowing for computations that are currently in the realm of supercomputers. We're talking about real-time 16K video editing, complex AI model training on the fly, instantaneous holographic rendering, and simulations that mimic reality with astonishing precision. The Air was a powerful tool for creation. The Neo is a gateway to creation without compromise, pushing the very boundaries of what's computationally possible on a personal device. Connectivity and portability also undergo a radical transformation. The MacBook Air championed portability, but still relied on a suite of physical ports like USB, Thunderbolt, and the beloved MagSafe charging connector. While these were functional, they were also physical limitations. The Neo's vision suggests a future of near-complete wirelessness, or at least, the evolution of physical connections. Imagine optical data transfer ports, replacing bulky cables with light-speed data transmission. Wireless standards like 6G and Wi-Fi 7 would provide ubiquitous, high-bandwidth connections, making local storage almost secondary to cloud-based resources. Power, too, becomes seamless. Gone are the days of bulky power adapters. The Neo envisions integrated ambient light charging, kinetic energy harvesting, and pervasive long-range wireless power, meaning your device is always charged, always connected, without conscious effort. Now, let's dive deeper into the heart of the matter, the user experience. The MacBook Air delivered a user experience built on familiarity, reliability, and tangible interaction. Users felt a direct, physical connection to their machine. The satisfying click of the keyboard, the distinct pressure response of the trackpad, and the reassuring magnetic snap of the MagSafe charger all contributed to a predictable, comforting workflow. It was a tool that felt known, understood, and entirely within your control. This allowed for deep focus on tasks, with minimal cognitive load from the interface itself. It's an experience that fosters efficiency through established habits and trust in consistent physical feedback. The MacBook Air, in essence, became a dependable extension of one's existing workspace, a familiar companion for digital life. The MacBook Neo, however, promises an entirely different paradigm of user experience, one defined by fluidity, intuition, and proactive intelligence. Imagine a device that understands your intent before you even fully articulate it. Its haptic interface adapts not just to your touch, but to the context of your application, presenting controls exactly where and when you need them. The display might dynamically resize or even wrap around to show relevant information in your peripheral vision. There are no physical constraints to break your flow. Interaction becomes almost thought-driven. An architect might literally sculpt a 3D model in the air above the device, their gestures translated seamlessly. A writer could dictate ideas, seeing them flow onto the dynamic surface, with the Neo subtly suggesting refinements or relevant research in the background. This is an experience designed for a state of constant, seamless flow where the technology fades into the background and your creative or analytical process becomes the sole focus. It's about a liberation from traditional hardware, allowing for more natural, intuitive, and ultimately, more powerful engagement with digital content. Ultimately, the choice between the MacBook Air and the conceptual MacBook Neo isn't a simple one, it's a reflection of our priorities. The Air represents a legacy of proven reliability, enduring charm, and a mature, dependable ecosystem. It's a device that has facilitated countless hours of work, learning, and creativity for millions. The Neo, on the other hand, embodies visionary innovation, boundless possibility, and a future where technology is seamlessly integrated and intuitively responsive. It promises to redefine our digital lives, pushing us into uncharted territories of interaction and creation. Do you find comfort in the familiar, refined elegance of a classic that has stood the test of time? Or are you drawn to the exhilarating unknown, the bleeding edge of innovation that promises to transform how we perceive and use technology? The path ahead offers both a trusted companion and an audacious leap. The future is bright, full of choices, and waiting to be defined by you. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends, leave a comment below with your thoughts, and do not forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of tech innovation.